Time management. Now, time management has there's two different types of people with their reactions to time management. So the first part is the people who struggle to keep appointments and to keep on time and to keep a schedule. Then there are those of us who are severe planners, but we tend to overbook ourselves and to burn ourselves out, and that's because we allow everything in our lives to enter our lives. So I was always fascinated by this topic, especially after I read the book, The 4-Hour Work Week. That was an amazing book to read, and it gave me some deep insights. And some of the stuff that was important in that book is that you shouldn't necessarily take things away from your life to have more time, or to feel like you have more time, or to achieve more. You must actually go and add things. Sometimes when we look at life and we think, yo, I'm overcrowded, all you have to do is just, instead of taking some stuff away, add something new that would bring them together. Like in my daily routine, for example, I group all of the mundane things I have to do together in 1 hour, or half an hour of preparation. So I set them up to be in a specific line. And why that helps me or works for me is because that's kind of the time that I set aside just to do things like that. And then I do them super efficiently and with speed. And then it's not so mundane and it doesn't seem so tedious. Another thing that I do by adding, what I mean by adding is I will literally maybe hire somebody to help me. I would look outside, so I would go for to outsource tasks and give some tasks to some other family members, and then we work as a team. And then of course I'd have to take something off of their shoulders, and I'm willing to do that. But the funny thing is, or the main thing that I kind of want to move into with time management, this is what I enjoy about time management. Apart from making yourself effective and adding things, there's also something I saw that I tend to do. And this is where, due to lack of some boundary setting, I tend to allow all kinds of tasks and things into my life that draws me away from what I value. Now, your values is who you are, but it's also what you want for your future. So it's kind of, it ties into your life purpose, into your goals, into your passion. So if you take away your time from spending time on things that you don't value, that is not important to you, that won't bring you closer to your goals or to your passion, then you are wasting time. That is what I refer to as wasted time. It's not when we help or take some time off. We are allowed to rest. Rest is very good for the soul. The rest actually helps you to achieve your passions and your goals quicker. But in doing so, it has to be focused. In other words, if it pulls you away from where you are going, that is the things that you cut. Okay. The rest of the time, add things to make it more efficient. So those two legs really help me. And so you have to learn to say no to things that you are not passionate about, and to take time to rest. We forget. Sometimes we think you have to be super busy, but busy isn't productive. Productive is when you can achieve more in the same amount of time towards the things that you value. So, for me, I value my child. So obviously I spend time with him, but I don't just spend time with him. I also teach him new things. I'll go on adventures with him that teach us both new things. That way I've got something to blog about. He's got something to that he's been taught, and we spend quality time together. So I group 3 tasks into one activity, and that is basically how you, and it's also what I value. So it grows all 3 things I value, plus it is a form of being productive. At the same time, I would, for example, when I make this video, I planned it out, and it's also a way for me to get my over talkativeness out. So it's a bit of therapy for me. It's a way to increase my credibility and visibility, and it's a way for me to connect with people. So I'm achieving all of those goals just by making a simple video, and it's so that to me is being productive. That to me is creating something, and it pulls me closer to the things I value, because I only talk on one topic, and that's the topic I focus on. So when you spend your time on things, make sure it's something that you want to focus your attention on.